Hi YouTube. This is my first ever YouTube video. In this video, I'll be creating some of these little pouches. I'll be making these for my siblings for Christmas, and I have little goodies that will go inside them. Just going to have a therapeutic evening making these gifts, and I'll be talking a little bit about myself and why I'm making this video in general. Okay, it is 7:40 p.m. right now. My minimum goal is to make one of these big ones for my brother because it fits like a pen, and then I'll make the little one for my sister because you can put a lot of little things in here. I think I will start with my sister's first, and then while I'm making these pouches, I'll kind of talk about myself a little bit. I want to start making content in the year of 2026, and I've been sitting on video ideas, getting equipment, and just waiting for the right opportunity, script, shot list, plan to start recording. Some of my New Year's resolution for next year is to actually start focusing on action rather than planning. So I often find myself, when I'm starting something new, I often find myself wanting to take hours planning, and it gives me the same feeling as if I am doing the actual goal or action, and it often leaves me abandoning new ideas or projects after I plan a bunch, and then I start self-doubting and start thinking about how things can go wrong or how I'm not prepared to take on the project. So I'm just making myself sit down in front of a camera, record myself, and post it. It doesn't matter who sees it. You know, I just want to go through the process of shooting a video, editing it, and posting it. That's it. All right, success. I've ironed my fabrics enough. All right, so I'm gonna start cutting this out. Can I get a fabric marker? So just to talk a little bit about myself and introduce myself, my name is Angie, and I am born and raised in California, and I'm the oldest of 3 siblings. So I am 25, my sister is 23, and my brother is newly 18. He goes to UCLA, which is my alma mater, so woohoo, go Bruins. Oh, what kind of content do I want to be making? Exploring UGC content, just because the duration of those videos are really short, maybe 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and I feel like that will be a very bite-sizable way to attack the concept of content creation. So yeah, UGC, I have a Notion set up with different content ideas for UGC. A little hesitant to be talking about things that I intend on doing because, you know, there's that saying where you don't want to talk about things until it's permanent. As someone that likes to set goals and likes to see if I can achieve them, it's a super rewarding process. And I'm a firm believer that new habits, new goals, new aspirations can be made and attained anytime. It doesn't have to be at the start of a new year. It can be halfway through a year, a third of the way through the year. But I think the new year just introduces so much momentum in reassessing yourself, where you currently are, where you want to be, and what goals do you want to achieve in order to be your best self, you know, by the end of 2020, by the end of the next year. The end of the year makes it extra special because it also makes me want to reflect on where I've been, where I was last year on this day, where I was 2 years ago, even down to 5 years ago. You know, would 20-year-old Angie believe where I am currently? So yeah, it's a great sense of reflection and also sense of gratitude, and also give yourself some credit, you know, pat yourself on the back for things that you've worked hard for, and also fuel you to want to achieve more. Another reason why I wanted to do content creation is because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone for me, because I've been wanting to work on my public speaking, and I feel like that's been one of my biggest insecurities ever since I was a kiddo. Growing up as a kid, I really did not like speaking up in class or in a crowd. I didn't like making my thoughts known to the world unless I was unless I was talking to my friends. So I didn't really participate in public speaking at all. So that muscle is really unfamiliar with me. So when I entered the corporate world, the act of sharing your thoughts in a manner that's succinct, actionable, and clear is a skill that I did not have whatsoever. I felt like I was learning how to speak for the first time because I was speaking in front of people that I admired, in front of people that I wanted to impress. So yeah, I mean, I've been working in the corporate world now since 2022, so it's going to be 4 years, and I feel like I've slowly been becoming more comfortable with public speaking. And I've employed a lot of different tools, such as, preparation is really your best friend in terms of meetings, to not feel nervous. But also, I learned that at some point you kind of just have to let go of that fear. I realized that a lot of my fear was stemming from people pleasing and just wanting everyone in the room to like me. And it's obvious, but you can't control people's opinions about you. Even if I try my absolute best, you can't control people's thoughts or perspectives on you. So I've been trying to let go or be more forgiving when I make mistakes, like when I stutter, when I say something that maybe didn't resonate with the room, because again, action over planning. Sometimes you just have to make those mistakes to learn them. So I've been trying to push myself to speak my mind a little bit more, and also let go of the feeling of cringe when I feel like I didn't deliver it very succinctly, or the thoughts that I shared did not provide value. That's why I wanted to work on public speaking. And there is this trend on Instagram, I'm sure you guys have heard of it, where you record yourself speaking for 30 seconds a day, you listen back and kind of analyze how you could speak better, such as taking out filler words, or trying to just practice public speaking in general. And I wanted to do that, so I thought, wait, I've been also wanting to try content creation, so maybe I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Here I am speaking in front of a camera off the cuff, but also I am creating some content. I think 2026 will be a really fun year. I feel like the more I talk about it, the more excited I am to execute and try out my goals, to fail and to learn. Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, it is 8:27 and I'm not even done with the first pouch yet, so I'm going to hurry it up and focus. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Hey guys, so I've finished the pouch. There's some quirky characteristics to this pouch, but I think it's pretty cute. This is the outside. You can kind of see the foil. You can see the inside also has like that gold foil, and then I will just be hand sewing this little opening to close up the pouch. Let me show you guys the mess that I made. The chaos. This is the sewing machine, cutting mat. So I will clean this up for tomorrow. Welcome back to my sewing station. I'm going to grab my drink. Ooh. Cheers. I'll give you a little ASMR. Okay. Let's start assembling. Okay, so it is 4:58. My feed dogs, the thing that moves the fabric, was not working. I think they got stuck. So I had to take a little bit of a detour to fix them with the help of ChatGPT and moral support from my husband. I really jinxed myself when I said that this would be a therapeutic sewing mission. But now we're back on track. I'm going to try to finish this. We're only a couple more steps away from finishing it, so I think we're gonna finish strong. I am determined. We made it. I finished the pouch for my brother. I think it's quite representative of his style, which is really exciting. I can't wait to have him open it. So it's just black stripes with a red zipper here for a pop of color. And again, this is my sister's. Okie doke. These are the 2 pouches complete with their own little items in there. This was a feat, but I'm very happy with how they came out. Even though they're not perfect, they're made with love. Till we meet again, YouTube. Good night and goodbye.